It is Monday. I thought I'd be a little bit more excited because I thought I was going to get to work from home all day tomorrow, but no, I got to go in. Won't be long, but still, it's the fact that I got to go in, right? So, anyways, my boss is on vacation, and so this whole week I get to work from home starting tomorrow afternoon, I guess. Anyways, I am Pamela, aka Scooter Renee. I'm your host of Monday Motivation, as I am for all Monday Motivations. I absolutely love doing these. I enjoy the people that come in. I love the conversations we have and everything. Remember that this is a safe area for you to come in and share and so forth. Let's see, make sure you do the YouTube things. You subscribe. You ring the bell for all notifications and thumbs up if you wouldn't mind. I would greatly appreciate that. Want to welcome my OGs. You know who you are. And as well as my playback crew. I cannot do this without you. Regardless if you can catch me at live or not, you can always catch the playback. So never feel like you're missing out on something. Because you always have the playback there. But obviously, I love having people in chat, obviously. So y'all make the conversations go and flow and everything. And I'm super excited about tonight. But for now, let's see who's here before we get started. We got Jimmy Mack. When are you coming back? Welcome in, my buddy. I missed my hug today. We got Cool Ranch here. She wanted to be the first one in the house, but Jimmy beat her, of course. We got the booted chick here, Rita. I promise I am the real Scooter Renee, Rita. I'm live in here, so it is me. I'm the real one. Let's see. I know, right? Cool. Like it bugs the crap out of me. I keep hoping he's going to text me and say, I'm just kidding. Stay home. Hey, Echo, welcome in. Good to see you, my friend. So nice to catch you over on Roxanne's channel the other night. And Lisa D, how are you? So good to see you guys. All right. Let's see. Reminder announcements. 2000 sub giveaway. We are at 1992. Not a bad year. But need just a few more subs, 8 subs if you don't know how to count to 2000 from 1992, 8 more subs. So hopefully that will happen before too long. Hashtag short winner will be drawn on Saturday, and I will probably do a short to announce who the winner is as well, since I won't be back on until next Monday. So be watching for that as well. If you're wondering what the hashtag is about, I do shorts throughout the month, and all you have to do is comment, watch it, and comment with the hashtag that I give you for the day. I do them almost every day, if not every other day. Just depends on what's going on in my crazy life. But again, all you have to do is watch, put the hashtag in comments, and you have an entry into the drawing for the month. And you can only enter one hashtag per day. So you can go back, even if you have not done this month, you can go back all the way to June 1st or whenever the first drop was and get your hashtag ins. So they are all dated from June 1st through June 30th. So you have until midnight at June 30th to get your hashtags in. If you come in after midnight, I don't like not to give people credit, but that's my rules. So, hey, Demetrius, welcome in, buddy. So good to catch you. If y'all have not watched Demetrius, oh my gosh, I have to say, there's something really pleasant about you, Demetrius, just watching you, your voice. Maybe, I don't know, but I got to go on there for a little bit today and talk about what happened today. And so anyways, it's so nice to watch somebody that likes to talk and everything. That's refreshing, I guess is the word I'm looking for. Hey, baby girl, welcome in. It is fun, right, Demetrius? Yes. Okay, so those are the announcements. We got 8 more subs to go. So make sure you share me out. Also, as well as if you think somebody needs to be here or watch the playback, then if you wouldn't mind, recommend me to them. We got Selena in the house. Welcome in, buddy. I'm so glad you're here. So very glad you're here. So last week, I announced that I want to do something a little different with my Monday motivations. We're probably looking at August, just kind of going by what's coming up in July for myself. That's personal, dealing with the ear. If I end up not having surgery again, then obviously we'll do it sooner. But I'm just betting. No, I'll have to do it again. So we're just going to start looking at August dates. I would love to invite some of you to come on with me. I know some of you have had obstacles that you've overcome. Some of you have overcome great big obstacles. And I just want to show that everybody goes through something and not everybody handles everything the same, but this is what we did, and maybe it could help someone else out there. I will share mine as well at some point, but I think we all have something, again, that we can share, that we overcame, and how it made us stronger. Also, being able to learn from one another, that's important to me. So if you're interested in doing that, please email me at scooterrenee.llc@gmail.com and tell me why I should have you on the Monday Motivation. Pretty much everybody's going to be allowed, and we might have to go into September. I've already got 2 people, possibly. So, but that way I can tailor my Monday Motivation if I need it to be on a topic or not, just so it kind of helps me out for that, to plan for that. Oh, did she? My girl. Hey, Ellie Belly, my buddy. So we have that going on. I'm trying to make sure I'm not jumping too far ahead of myself. So guys, again, thank you for your love, your prayers, and support. Friday was especially hard. The weekend has been hard, but we got through it. I got through it. So today was a little bit hard as well, because now everything hopefully is going to settle down and no more losses for a while, I hope, So thank you again from the bottom of my heart. I will be doing a post that thanks the people for the flowers at some point. So be looking for that. No. Right, Selena? I'm with you, girl. I'm with you. Jimmy Mac, when are you coming back? I sound so much better in my head. I don't know what I sound like to you guys. All right. Here we go, guys. We're going to go ahead and get positive spot thought out of the way. Life is all about balance. You don't always need to be getting stuff done, but sometimes it's perfectly okay and absolutely necessary to shut down, kick back, and do nothing. That's hard for some of us, right? Especially those of us that keep going and going and going and going and adding one more thing. It's hard for us to take, to lay back on that stuff, because we feel like we're letting somebody down. Or at least I do. I'm not saying that's for everybody, but I do. All right, if you haven't figured out what we're talking about tonight, we will be discussing how everyone in life needs balance. Definitely something I need, or so I thought. I want you to share this out to people that you think needs to hear this, to be here and everything, or to watch the playback. It's a good one. So this topic will require some chat participation, as well as visual. Y'all know I'm a visual person, right? I always want you guys to be just involved and share. I also like to see who all agrees and disagrees with things as well. So please always know you can chat in here as we're discussing the topic. Never, ever hesitate to share. Again, it's very safe in here. I've got certain people that will take care of if anything should go on, like today. But hopefully none of that will happen. Everybody will kind of be good. Okay. I'm starting to try to learn to slow down, Cool Ranch. I don't know if it'll happen. So I'm sure you are aware there's a work-life balance, right? Work-life balance. Now, many of y'all have heard that. We're all struggling. I know I have been a knockdown, a couple of notches, a few for me. Some people say that things are going too fast in this world, unlike what it used to be like. I mean, if you think about it, we have answers at the speed of our typing on Google. We have stuff that helps our food process faster. We got all the drive-thrus as well. We even have food delivered to us now, or even groceries. The self-checkout at the stores, and they want to raise, but we won't go there today. But yeah, a lot of fast moving now that we did not have, what would y'all say, 10, 15, 20 years ago or more maybe? It's just, and everything keeps coming at a more rapid pace than what it's ever been before. And I have a feeling it's going to keep going rapidly. So we feel that we just cannot keep up. Some of us do. And we're dropping all the balls all the time. We feel like we're failing most of the time. So here's our balls. We feel like we're failing most of the time. If I spend time at home, then I'm not doing my work, or I'm not working on my reselling business. If I spend more time at work, then I feel like I'm a bad parent or a bad spouse. If I spend time with my kids or my grandkids, I can't be with my husband. If I'm with my husband, I can't work out. We can't win. Or that's how it feels, right? We just feel like we cannot win. Dang if we do, dang if we don't, right? So if you're really stuck in trying to find the balance, stop searching. That was a hard one for me. Stop searching. If some of you that work cannot separate your work from your life, stop trying to balance it. What? Scooter, you said we're going to talk about balancing our lives. Stop balancing it. Stop trying to break it out, which for me is so hard to do. Me personally, very hard. But let's dig a little further into this of what I'm talking about. I promise by the end you will understand. Right, Demetrius? And I have another jar too. If you get a raise, all right, here's where we're going to involve the chat. If you get a raise at your job, or unfortunately you lose your job, does it affect your life? I'm just curious to see how many of y'all would say yes and how many would say no. If you were to either A, get a raise or lose your job, would it affect your life? I know for me, definitely would. A raise would definitely make me happier for sure. Cool Wrench says yes. Echo says yes. Selena says yes. So a lot of y'all are in agreement with me on this. And I mean, of course it affects your life. How would it not affect your life? It's either going to impact positively or impact negatively. Roxanne, hey, Roxanne, said yes. And of course, Demetria said yes as well. So there we go. And like I said, either you're super happy, you got that raise, or you're super depressed because you lost your job, maybe. I use that very lightly. So if you're like me or some of the others, if you lose a loved one, or you get in a car accident, or a new child is born, does it affect your work? Now, not your life, but your work. Does it affect your work? How many of you say yes? How many of you say no? So if you lose a loved one, or you get in a car accident, or a new child is born, does it affect your work? Not your life, your work. Selena says yes. I would totally agree. Yep. For sure. Yes, it definitely, no matter if you are a stay-at-home mom, no matter if you're self-employed, no matter if you have a real job, whatever, it's going to affect you regardless. That's right, Selena. For a season, it does. I know it definitely has affected my work, my day-to-day job. I know it's affected some of my auctions as well, as far as my energy level, my I don't know, my excitement level, whatever. And I found myself not being able to focus completely, or I'm putting off things because I'm tired of just feeling, But it does affect your life. Yes, it definitely does. But this is why we cannot separate our work and life. We cannot separate it, or whatever it is that you're trying to balance. It's hard to balance them, but yet we still try to, right? So again, you guys know that I am a really visual person, so I'm going to demonstrate this topic tonight. So here's our life, all right here. Everything we have going on in our life exists in this jar. It's all the things that we have to do, things that we are aware of. It's fast, we're multitasking, and we just can't keep up. So just how do we juggle all of this? How do we juggle all of this? Some of us are upset because we're behind, that it can leave us to be unhappy. Guys, this is where it gets deep for myself. I am pointing my fingers at myself. This is so me. Some of us feel that we're just stuck. We're not happy. We're stressed out. Life's falling apart. What can we do? What could we possibly do? The past year and a half alone, this is getting heavy, has caused me to stress out and feel like my life is just falling apart. I'm losing everybody I love. Everybody's important to me. I know in the big scheme of things, that's not it, but that's how it feels. So, like, how could I just be happy about that? I can sometimes be happy for sure, but I can most of the time put a fake smile on and just go about my day. So when we start peering into this bowl, if you will, this sphere maybe. I want a round one, but this is all I have to work with. So we're going to imagine that. But when we start peering into the bowl with an open top, and we say, I got to find the reason. There is a reason I'm unhappy. There's a reason I am stuck. There's a reason why I'm behind. What is the reason? What is the reason? I've got to know. I know, it's the kids. I need to spend less time with my kids. Well, that doesn't work, right? I got it. It's my marriage. That's got to be it. I need to invest less in my spouse. I'm sure some of you would. That's still not the reason. I got it. It's my faith. Focusing too much on faith. If I sin more, no, that isn't it either, right? So, how about work? That has to be it. This work, it fits. It takes time, it takes energy, and it just takes, right? No giving back. Just constantly takes from you. But it fits the reason, my reason, that I'm not happy and I feel like I'm behind. It's work. Who would have thought, right? In this one hand, I have my life. And in the other hand, I've got work. And I've separated it. This is me. I'm no longer a part of this. I don't live to work, but I work to live. These sayings and mantras that we have, lost my train of thought, that we have to convince ourselves that it's okay to kind of disconnect ourselves from this. I don't know how many of you work, but most of you have worked at some point in your life. So you can kind of get what I'm saying. But remember, we're seeking balance, right? We're seeking balance. I don't know about you, but these don't balance, right? Right? Obviously, there's a problem. We may have to do what in our mind? Can y'all guess what we would have to do in order to balance this? We would have to inflate this ball so that the ball is the same size as the jar with the balls. So now imagine that this ball is inflated now, just as big as the jar. But what we have done now is we've actually made work larger and uglier. But think about this too. These are the good things for me or you, right? Marriage, family, fun, faith, that's me. That could be you. These are the good things for balancing, right? And these are the bad things. We now have life good, work bad. Again, those of you that don't work, use something else if it's not work that you do. Replace work. But that is something you dread to do that is big and ugly, whatever it might be. So we also have life, big work and bad. So now what? What do? We could think things like, if I don't work, if I didn't work, have to work so much. If I didn't have to work so much, if I could get better at time management, if I could get better at prioritizing, then it wouldn't be so bad, right? Yep, that would surely fix it. Even better, so we're taking away work, right? So now we just have our life. Even better, I didn't have to work at all. Remember, we're seeking balance, right? Where did the other side go? It went over there. It went over there. And now I keep losing my point. Sorry, guys. So it's your work. That ball went well over there. You got rid of it because you don't work anymore. Yet here we are. We're still unbalanced. And guess what? I'm still unhappy. I still can't keep up. What do we do now? Let's pick some of the good stuff that's left, shall we? Marriage. All right. It's your fault. 100% of it is. You leave socks on the floor. You leave the toilet seat up. Oh, and you also watch way too much football. Whatever it is could be, it's what it is. So guess what we do? We inflate it. We make it bigger. And now it's your fault. Supersize, your fault. I'm not happy because of you. I became ugly. It's your fault. So we get rid of it. We keep going. And we keep going. There, pretty soon, if we keep going the way we are, and we're pulling all these things out of our good jar, eventually this is what happens. There's nothing left in the jar. We're empty now. We're doing being alone now. So what do we do now? It doesn't work, right? If you concentrate it on trying to balance each of the good things in your life with all of the good things, it doesn't work. Eventually we become empty, we become alone, and we're still not happy, right? I know. You are on the other side of the screen thinking, just great, Scooter. Just great. Thank you so very much. You've ruined my night. You're telling me that there's really no answer? And well, that's really depressing for me. Yeah, thanks a lot, Scooter. Monday motivation, my butt. Some of y'all might be thinking that. So, don't give up on me just yet. I have a solution for you. So you saw I was trying to balance that jar and the work ball in my hand, right? And you saw I kind of had to lean a little bit because it was so heavy. Hey, Picky Nicky, welcome in, buddy. Come on. Welcome in. Good to see you. I miss you. So, I'm going to pull this one up. I do have a solution for you. What if instead we shift our paradigm? I'm going to hold this jar with both hands now. What if we instead shift our paradigm? We are now middle with the balls and we don't have to balance them. We change our shift, our focus as well. What if we accepted that everything is interconnected? It's in one ball, one spear. I know this isn't a circle, but one spear. And this is me, all of it, including work. Unfortunately. But including work. And notice that I can't reach in this one. It's got a lid on it. It's sealed. I can't get in there. I can't take anything out. I have to accept that it's all interconnected. But what does this give us? Let's think about it. It gives us one piece that's grounded. No longer am I striving to balance and looking for a reason. I just accept it and say, okay, I'm one total self. What do I do about that? I'm so glad you asked. It matters because when you shift your view, the look at the bigger picture, or the total picture, since you get 4 transformative results. You get 4 of them. Hey, Susan Arrington, welcome in. Guys, I will go back and read chat, but I'm glad you are communicating, talking, whatever. I just love it when y'all do that. So, hey, Susan Arrington. All right. That's a lot of work out there. Number 1, grace. Instead of being hypercritical at every ball that we have in this jar, no matter if it's marriage, no matter if it's work, no matter if it's faith or family, kids, no matter what, and instead of also focusing on all of our shortcomings. For example, your belt buckle is 1 notch too far. You're late again to work. You forgot to send an email. And if you're like me, you think of that like at 10 o'clock at night, especially if it's work. You think of it at 10 o'clock at night, or you just turned your computer off to go to bed. That happens to me, and I'm like, I don't want to turn my computer back on. But instead of focusing on all of these things, you're actually looking at the complete sphere. It dilutes the magnitude of each one of those things. All you have to worry about is if your ball is doing okay, or is it kind of falling backwards. That's the only time you should have to worry about that. Definitely, Jimmy, definitely. Our ears going up, buddy. I know that's an anxious time. Number 2, we have awareness. The fact that now we are aware that we cannot separate our work from our life or any of the other balls. What does this mean? That we can see every day the choices that we're going to run into and how our choice will affect the overall sphere. Number 3, momentum. If we know that we can take steps and they can go forward or backwards based on the decisions that we make every day, it opens up the concept that a step will move to another step, will move to another step. So, for instance, if you had to make a decision right now, do I send the email or do I put it off till tomorrow? I ask myself this one quite a bit now. It's like, do I want to deal with it today or do I want to deal with it tomorrow? Well, if I go ahead and deal with it today, then I get it out of the way and don't have to worry about it tomorrow, right? Do I eat? This is my weakness, especially Krispy Kreme. Do I eat donuts or do I eat fruit? Remember, these are choices. We could put the dish down in the sink, or we can rinse it and put it in the dishwasher. These are everyday things, right? Everyday things that we all do at some point. We know this because the ball in each of our sphere is for you and for me. If I look at that one answer that will help me, the one I know for me what that would be, what would it be for you? If you take the 4 step and you say, I know what I should do, so I do that. this winds up creating movement forward. If you remember, balance, we are stationary. We can't move because we're trying to balance either side to make it equal, right? And you can't, you're just stationary because you got to concentrate on holding whatever ball that is in your hands. We're not moving. But here, we are moving forward when we keep this in the middle. If we learn to take that next step, it gets easier to take a step when you take a step, and so forth and so on. If you start running, it's easier to stay running after you take that first step. Remember, I'm always telling you guys, take that first step. It's pretty simple, right? Does it feel simple to you guys? It creates momentum, and as this ball starts to roll and roll, guess what? Since everything is interconnected, all the balls are starting to roll together. They work together. That heavy, ugly thing is actually improving as we are rolling forward. See, the balls all roll forward. Hey, there's a smiley face. And all of that leads us to number 4. Hey, Nancy, welcome in. Good to see you. All that leads us to number 4, empowerment. I love that word, empowerment. Hey, Tammy, no worries. You can go back and watch the playback. If we're free to not be perfect and we are where we can make choices that will lead us to a positive momentum, don't you think that we are more empowered to take so much more control of our lives, to live more purposely, life on purpose? Something to think about. It's so much better than life by accident. It's so much better when we don't have to focus that we just feel we can't catch up. So I know you're sitting there as well thinking, well, Scooter, this is a lot to accept. I have all of these balls, but this is the super cool thing. It is the most crazy simple thing. It doesn't matter what step you take. Does not matter what step you take. What matters is that you take a step. And that, my friend, is simple, right? Yes, we will be praying for you, Selena. We'll be addressing that. Don't worry. I haven't forgotten about you. So I want you to pick one thing in your life, just one. Don't overwhelm yourself with stuff, with picking more than one. Now, take a step and move it forward. Like, send that email. Choose fruit. Or put the dish in the dishwasher after you rinse it. Those are steps that forward momentum. It will create positive momentum for you, for me. You see that you will find when you get momentum is that you no longer are focusing on trying to balance because you're moving forward, and that allows you to focus on your progress. So when we're stuck, like really stuck, and some of us are going through that right now, but we get up and we do that run, or we do whatever it may be. We didn't want to do it, and by gosh, it was hard. Then you can move forward to the next. It all keeps working. So it doesn't matter what area, right? Does not matter what area. They're all connected. Just pick one and move forward, right? All right, guys. Is there anything else that y'all would like to discuss? I think we all have gone through this. We all have tried to balance, and we get frustrated because balancing just has not worked. Well, now we know why. I mean, I was just like, oh, well, okay, that makes all the sense in the world. So let me know if there's anything else you would like to discuss. I'm going to kind of go back and chat, see what all was said. We're not perfect. Everyone has their days that you can be so sad, but allow yourself a moment in that season and then pick yourself up. Just keep going. It's okay. You will be okay. You're not alone, right? Kind of like I told you, I always have told Harley, let's have your pity party. Lord knows I have my pity party. I cry my tears. I feel sorry for myself. Everything's not fair. Whatever it is, allow yourself to feel that. Get it out of your system. And I'm saying this works for me. It might not work for everybody. But if I can just get it out of my system, and a lot of times it's with crying, because no matter how much I stuff my feelings down, those feelings are going to come out no matter what. And most of the time, they come through my tears. Let's say hello to Christy S. Hey, Christy S. Good to see you, buddy. Jimmy said, life is not handed to us perfectly, but what we make it, right? Then you're just left with a bunch of balls. An empty jar. There you go. You got it right, Cool Ranch. My hand is literally shaking now trying to move this mouse from holding that big jar. All right. So, guys, if y'all could be praying for Jimmy, he said he goes next Friday. I go Friday for my next hormone shots for my cancer that seems to be in remission. Prayers, please. Exactly. Yes. Definitely be praying for you. I will anxiously be waiting, but I will be praying for you. Christy, yes, you're making a huge life change. Did you share? Do you care to share? Can you share? Oh my gosh. Susan Arrington, I feel that way about my Krispy Kreme. When they're hot, don't mess with them. I've been known to eat a half a dozen. I really try to go for a dozen, but I really make myself stop at 6. And 6 is way too many anyways. We're so lucky to have you, Jimmy. Guys, I wish you all could meet Jimmy in person. He gives the best bear hugs. He cries with you. You cry to him. He always has an ear to listen. He is, besides most of you, he is still one of my most amazing human being that I have ever met. Someone that I really can gravitate towards. And of course, like I told Jimmy, I said, you're the only man that I can hug, sit on the lap, no matter what, and Robert won't get jealous. So we're good. And I think I said hello to Nancy, right? And I said hello to Tammy. So Selena, the devil is attacking me hard tonight. I'm so depressed. I can't even breathe. I need your prayers to make it through tonight and start anew tomorrow. Selena, you so have my prayers. You and I talk a lot as far as email goes. and everything. Eventually, we're going to get to the phone. But it is so hard when you're dealing with death, as I've learned. I've lost my grandmother back when I was 15. It was horrible back then, and I miss her a lot. But as far as having such a huge impact to me has been losing my dad, my mom, and my brother. I feel like I've not been able to come up for air since all that started. I don't feel like I've been able to grieve the way I should grieve. Just when I think I can, I'm being thrown something else. So Selena, that devil does attack us. But we have something bigger and something greater. And all I can do when I feel that way myself is either I argue with God, like downright argue with him, or I can only look at the skies when I have no words, because I know that there is something better when we all go, right? But for now, we're going to get you through tonight, and then we'll have a new tomorrow. And then we'll get you through tomorrow night, and then we'll have another new tomorrow. And then we'll get you through another night and another until you feel better about yourself. There are so many of you that have reached out to me, especially since my brother's death. So many of you have reached out to me, and it has meant the absolute world to me. I could be at my lowest, and all of a sudden I got chills right now. Either I've gotten an email, I've gotten a text, I've gotten a voicemail, whatever. I can be at my lowest, and one of you have reached out. That's why I love our community so, so very much. So Selena, we all love you. We're all here for you. Know that you can count on us. Know that you can ask for prayers, that you can, if you need to talk, we're here. Because you guys have all been there for me. What are your personal feelings trying to balance from you? My personal feelings is I can't do it. I feel like I will get so focused, lasered in. Okay, this is what I'm going to do for home life. And it's going to help me balance better. And this is what I'm going to do for work. And it's going to help balance me better. And I end up dropping all those balls. Balancing is so hard to do. And I've always wondered, why is it so hard to balance? Everybody, all of the motivation things, all of the videos and podcasts and everything always talks about balancing your life. And it's like I finally got this that kind of gave me the truth, I feel like. There's no such thing as balance. It's when we take this and we refocus, shift it back to our life. Y'all know I dig this, so that's why I'm saying it. If I can just do this, this really sounds bad. Hold my balls with both of my hands. It's become so much easier to handle. So now I'm going to try not to stress about work and my real life balancing. Probably still won't be happy, but it is what it is. But I'm going to make it better. Jimmy says, never give up when things don't go the way you want it to. Tomorrow is a new day. Yes. And see, as people like Cool Ranch, she don't have to tell me this stuff. But she always knows, even though she doesn't know. I feel so much that God can speak through her. I feel like He can speak through so many of you. But you say things like this, he will see you through it all. And yes, he will. And even on my bad days when I'm like, quit saying that, because I know that, but that's not how I feel right at this very moment. It's still what I need to hear. My mama always says she can't help to love my brother more. Except that my daddy tried to treat me different. I miss him today. I think when you have that type of thing, for sure, Selena, when you feel one's been favored over the other, yeah. I tell you what mine is. My thing is, I have my stepdad that y'all know about, and I had my real dad. I still have my real dad, but you know what I'm saying. And one of my regrets is that I did not spend more time with my real dad. And I gave more credit to my stepdad. And I feel like I lost in the end. Because my stepdad is not the same man he used to be. So I lost that man already. And then I should have spent more time with my real dad. I mean, we talked every day. Don't get me wrong. It's not like we didn't talk or stuff. But, it's, you know, he lives an hour away. And, of course, we all have those excuses. Well, I'm too tired. Well, I got this going on this weekend. Well, it's somebody's birthday. I got some sort of work event to go through. We come up with all these excuses, all these things. And so that I feel strongly about. Might not be right. I don't care. It's right to me. It's what I feel. And with my brother, I was with him the last week of his life. And I have no regrets with him. So, the moral of the story is don't throw your balls in the trash. I didn't throw them in the trash. I threw them in a box. Threw them in the box. Yes, email me, Christy. And don't forget, don't think about it till later. No bear claws. Really? Yes. Oh, Jimmy, you are so special to me. I cannot explain it. I know it's hard. I lost my mom and dad 1 week before Christmas. A day apart. Thank you for sharing your heart, Scooter. Thank you, Nancy. Thank you. Right, Jimmy, death is the only thing that is in all of our future, so we live each day happily. I wish there were times I would have done that more. But then losing my parents and my brother has opened my eyes to be in the moment, for one. Be in the moment, which I figured that out after my parents passed. And so with my brother, I was so there for him. But, you know. No, not harsh at all. It's the truth. Right, Echo, we are a community of love, and I only want people involved in my channel. I don't care if that means I only have 5 of you or I have 50 of you. I don't care. But I want my community, my page, my channel to be a place where y'all can come and know that you're safe, know that you're loved, and that you can share and be as vulnerable as you want. And there's no judgment. What seems to be small can make the biggest difference to someone for sure, right? Yes. I tell you, that Jimmy Mack, I swear he looks like I'm not with him day to day as far as 24 hours a day. But I don't know if I've ever seen that man mad, because he's always got a smile on his face. And as I say that, Jimmy, Friday at my brother's service, my nephew, my middle nephew, my one born right smack dab in the middle, he spoke about his dad. And the one thing he said about my brother is that the one thing that he learned from his dad was to just smile and to be there for people, because you never know what they're going through. I feel like that's you too, Jimmy. I am at a point in my life that if I can keep most of the balls in the air and not dropping them, right? Answer prayers. Finally got my PayPal problem caused by a well-known seller on YouTube not being truthful. Then 2 laptops crashing all in the last 2 months. Insurance paid for me a new laptop that you got today. That is awesome. Kick that stress in the butt and be happy, right? You can strive for balance, but you have to keep God first, especially on your bad days, right? Yes. Yes, Christy, I find myself that, especially when I'm going through something hard in life, I play more Christian music during that time than I do any other time. It just helps me out. I always can find a song that fits what I'm going through. We need to make time now before we run out of time. That's right. Yes, music helps. Like, all my stores suffered, but prayers answered. So I know he answered prayers. I fell apart in all this, but he lifted me up. And hopefully I can recover financially and can continue my medical treatments. Amen, Susan. Amen. Right, Cool Ranch? I believe that. Just like I believe each one of you is put in my life for however many seasons God sees for it to be. I never, nor will I ever, treat my children like that. I love and respect my mama, but she should have kept those feelings to herself. I'm glad to say I broke the cycle. Selena, that should empower you so much. It's when we break that cycle. Because that cycle is so hard to break. So hard. Right, Cool Ranch? I think so too. You're fine, booty chick. You're fine. I know, but dadgummit, Jimmy, there's times I just need to be mad, you know? Like today. I was livid about today. You only like when I sing Jimmy Mac. Okay, thank you. Is this the real booty chick? I just want to make sure. I see that you're blue. You're not gray, so you got to be the right one. I'm sorry, there was an imposter today. Girl, there's only one original Scooter, right? I'm like, thank gosh, y'all know who I am and that I have built a liking for myself, and y'all know my true character, and you know what you get is what you get, and y'all all seem to pretty much like me. So y'all knew that wasn't me. But man, I've never had that happen before. There you go, Jimmy. Right, Beta Chick? That song happened to be by Casting Crowns. I love Casting Crown to begin with. But The Desert Road. It says in there that it's not the path I would have chosen for me, but I will follow it for you. So, sing it again, Scooter. Jimmy Mac, when are you coming back? Now, you know we're going to make Robert mad. Yes, you need to watch the rewind, Tammy. right? Yes. The other song I really liked by Casting Crown that really fit this time around was um, Scars in Heaven. No Scars in Heaven. I love that song. That song gives me chills. And especially what my brother went through. If you watch the video ever, you'll understand why that is. But I went back to an old song and did a video. Most of y'all seen it. I recommend watching on Facebook instead of YouTube because at the end it cuts out 2 pictures. But it's a movie that I went and watched with my girls, Tarzan, and it's "You'll Be in My Heart," and that song just does something to me. It does at the right time, Tammy. I did, Cool Ranch. I did. I had someone that says Scooter Renee, LLC, and had my picture next to my name. I got Tammy texting me saying, you need to go to Rita's now. And I'm like, I'm already there. And I just so happened, because I kept Rita playing in the background even though I was working. And I just so happened looked at the chat at the right time, because again, y'all know I have 3 monitors. Just had to look at the chat at that time, and I could tell something was going on, and I could tell there was me saying something, but it was not me, because I knew I wasn't typing anything. And the only way I knew for sure it wasn't me, because I was on the other side, but the only thing that was probably my real saving grace is that I have a wrench in Rita's chat. So I'm like, they're gray, I'm blue, definitely not me. You will be, Selena. And if it's not tomorrow, Selena, from what I've learned with my therapist, it doesn't have to be tomorrow. It's on nobody's time schedule but your own. That's hard, you know. Because I told my therapist, I said, Robert lost his parents like within 7 months of each other back in 06 and 07. And I made the comment that I wish I could be like Robert. I wish I could just get over it and just move on, you know. But one, we're wired different, obviously. But, you know, she said, there's no time limit. You do what you need to do when you feel like you can do it and however you feel like you should do it. So, girl, the live was weird from the beginning. I know you had like a troll on Facebook, right? And then you had a couple in YouTube, but the one some of y'all might have been on YouTube a lot longer than me, and you've seen that happen where someone has imposter someone else. I have never seen it happen, nor have I ever had it done to me. And so that set me back, and it is scary. But then I got to looking at my account. I'm like, well, I got the 2 authentication factor things set up on my account. There's the reason why. So I feel like it was somebody that just has an account that can easily, it can be anybody, but you can easily go in there, change your display name, and just copy the picture over. Unfortunately, it's that easy. Let's all make Robert mad. No, I pay for that. He will. I think he just likes getting my goat on that one. No, I did not, but I did. Demetrius was talking about this on his channel tonight, and I did go on his channel, and he said he actually did, like, I don't know if he, like, big companies, there's no way for y'all to get 3 sometimes, right? No way I can get 3. But I do love the fact that I can email, I can chat, whatever, if I need to. And see, Rita took care of me. She reported them. Yes, Susan, on YouTube. Like, it was nuts. She did, Jimmy, didn't she? She did kick some butt. Right? And they were doing it under my name. And I'm going, I don't talk that way. Furthermore, you're bidding on things that I don't know that's being bid on. Like, I would have felt like a idiot if I had gotten an invoice from Rita and I've been like, I didn't make this purchase. Well, yeah, you did, girl. No, I didn't. And I'm sorry, regardless, you would still question that, I think. I would. I mean, it's just only natural. But again, the wrench is what saved me, I think. Years ago, it was really bad. I'd never seen an imposter troll and people who are disrupts, but never an imposter, right? Me either. Oh my gosh. What happened? I made a mistake and told a person my password. Yes, and everything she came in, my chat being me. Right? As far as I know, nobody has my password for YouTube. Tammy? Just kidding. Right? Yes. This July 1st will be 37 years since I lost my dad since he died. It has been impossible to write or type the date. Yes. Always type or write June 20th or July 2nd. It's a subconscious thing. You know, and for me, June 20th is my dad's birthday. So it's almost like it's my dad's birthday, June 20th. It's my mom's birthday, July 9th. And then my brother's is July Dirty, as he used to say, July Dirty when he was little because he couldn't say 30. So, it's just like a double whammy time. I can't remember, Demetrius. I can't remember. I'll have to look that up. You're fine, cool. You're so fine. Guys, I love talking with you. Love talking to all of you. Love you too, Rita. Right? Like Tammy was on it. Get on Rita's now. Fortunately, I was, because I would have probably been flipping out more than what I already was. But that was crazy. And then, of course, you start going through your head, okay, who would have been imposter in me? Do I have anybody that I don't like or get along with? Let's see. Yes, the extra time. We love you, Selena. At least you know I love you for sure. You my girl. All right, guys. Me. I figured it was you, Cool Ranch. I was wondering where you were at and why you were on Rita's channel. All right, guys. Thank you so much for being here tonight with me. Tomorrow night, Roflo and I will be on at 8 p.m. Central for the warehouse clearance sale. Everything starts at $1. It is fun and it's exciting. Some of us, like Selena, we hold our breaths even though we're not bidding on it. So, Wednesday night, I'll be back with Dream Chaser Tammy on her channel. So, Tammy, I need you to make your thumbnail. And she's going to say, oh, shit, Scooter. Hometown Country Marketplace at 7 p.m. Central for an auction. And then Thursday night, Roflo and I will be over on Cool Ranch's channel, the Cool Ranch Dorito herself, at 7 p.m. for another auction. And then I got a double whammy that night. Right after that one, I will be over on Hemlock Lady's channel for another auction. And that should be about 9 p.m. Central or so. And I told her I would probably be late. So no worries on any of that. All right. Again, we are doing Thursday. Why are you asking if we're doing Thursday? Yes, we're doing Thursday. Y'all don't understand. You're my number one. Oh, I'm doing that. Right, exactly, Lady Chick. So true. So, Again, thank you guys for being here with me tonight. Thank you for your love, your support, your prayers. Please lift the prayers that we got tonight as well. But go make it a good one. And I'll see you back here next week for Monday Motivation at 8 p.m. Central. And we will be discussing only the paranoid survive. Only the paranoid. Now go out there and let's do this thing. Bye, guys.